There was a moment of panic there where like the can almost got knocked over and caught it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on a beautiful first real spring Saturday in Chicago. We are here looking to enjoy ourselves. 3 of the 4 are probably 4 drinks in, maybe 5. Yep. And Pat Lynch, the poor sap.
I got half a mile stealing.
Get on it, baby. It's okay.
Stop pacing yourself.
Yes, our livers need a little bit of a break. After tax season, we've been kind of getting it just a little bit.
It's like a contest to see how much later you can stay out every Saturday night since Texans ended.
Oh, I know. Got to stop it. But the problem is, we went to the Hangge-Uppe twice, and we would have had a better night last week, I feel like, if we could have gotten into Social 20. Is it?
Rock Bar.
Rock Bar. But that, somebody...
That's where they bought the whole bar. Right?
Yeah, and then we went to Bluff City.
I remember the night. It wasn't that hammered.
Listen, I'm just saying.
Wait, I remember a whole series of events.
Oh, you weren't there for that. Yeah, Rock's Bar. Somebody rented it up.
Rented the whole place out.
Till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Who the fuck would rate that? There's there it is right
Don't
there.
worry, I'll get a
That's going to be a record, 1 minute and 22 seconds.
The shock of somebody renting
unprovoked too.
Well, the shock of that bar being rented out by somebody until 3 a.m.
It was just one guy who's in there by himself.
Blows my mind.
That is FU money right there.
That is,
Blows my mind.
It was.
That bar is not that great.
I read top bandit and nobody in.
You know the great part about that? I bought an Uber. Got an Uber to go to the next bar. I guess Mark ended up coming into my group. I thought he was going with you guys.
We did too.
Yeah.
And
as Peter's yelling at him as he's getting in the wrong Uber, you're supposed to be with us.
Oh no, it was great because
I think we pulled over and picked him up.
No, it was just Brian on the right.
No, I think we did pick him up. Remember, we asked the guy if he could just stop so we could pick up Mark, and Mark jumped in with us.
Did he?
Well, I wish you told me that because I ended up getting an Uber all by myself because Mark got into my Uber with me, or not with me, with everybody else that was in the group. So I bought one Uber for Reno and like Desi and all those people, and then I bought another Uber just for me to get to the fucking Mark. Yeah,
talking about shaking the couch and some change.
Also, Sarah got to the bar, had one sip, and then went home and done.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
I don't even think she had this sip. Like Joe's holding her drink. She's like, "I got an Uber. I'm out of here."
I love that. I told Sarah, I was like, "Hey, Katrina's going home if you want to go home." And she's like, "No, I'm good. I'm good." I was like, "Okay." We get to the bar. She goes,
You're missing the best part of that. We're in the Uber, and you go, "Sarah, why didn't you go home?" She's like, "What are you talking about? This is a 3 a.m. night. This is a 3 a.m. night."
Yeah.
And Joe's like, 3 a.m., Sarah. 3 a.m. So we get out of the bar, and
that was European time.
So we get to the bar. We're doing our thing, and Sarah comes out of the bathroom with another girl that was in the group, and she goes, "I'm going home." And I'm like, "You just got here. What happened?" She's like, "Oh, I was in the bathroom. I already have an Uber." I go, "You could have." What? Like my brain just broke at that moment. I was like, "All right, whatever. Hey, as long as you get home safe." Exactly. That's all that matters.
Yeah. No, that was so good. Joe was like, "You are never in your life ever going to stay out to 3 a.m. with me. Not ever." And she's like, "No, it's a 3 a.m. night. It's a 3 a.m. night." As soon as we got to the bar, not a word, nothing.
Time for the sleeping and snoring. Sleeping and snoring.
Well, it was a fun night. It was the Subaru. So to recap, last week, episode 82, a blast. It was a stormy, crazy, windy, haily night. And we went to the Subaru, where in Lincoln Park, one of the best, probably zoos in the country, of course. There were not a lot of people because it was kind of a crappy weather day.
I mean, the tornado warnings and the torrential downpours really they drove the population away.
But it was a great time because the lines were nothing. You wanted the beer, you went and got a beer.
The lines weren't super bad.
I looked at the map the next day. We missed a few tents.
I'm sure we did.
Around that one, we went around where those 3 were when we got out of that little
I would say
patio area. Like there was more around the corner there, but going back towards looping around.
I would say a majority of it was great. We were kind of waiting for the rain for a long time, and then it just came down real hard for 20 minutes, and then just kind of stopped again.
We had a great location to be when it started cold.
Yeah.
Oh, we were perfect. Yeah.
The only bad part was it was IPA night, and it was.
It's always IPA night. At least it wasn't like last time. It was all cider night.
That's true. I don't know. There was a lot.
There was a great moment.
I went up there. It's a triple Belgian double Bible.
Peter goes, "It's a Belgian It's a Belgian beer up there. Belgian wheat. I'm like, okay, go up there. And then, what do you got here? Double bock, darker than dark Belgian beer. What the hell, Peter?
I read Belgium.
Because I said, give me the Belgian one. I'm like, what is this? As he's pouring this black death out of his
in that same area, I'm going up, and there's a guy, a very, very, very drunk man, probably in his 40s or 50s, that comes up and he goes,
Katrina's dad was there?
hey, what's this? Oh,
Joe told me the story.
he goes, what's in this line? And I go, there's only one beer, and it's an IPA. He goes, well, definitely don't go to the I don't know what you call it, the kiosk or the the booth next over. He goes, it's a bunch of fruity beers.
Those ciders, that's why.
Yeah, he goes, those suck. And he goes, let me get the IPA. Mind you, there's like 50 people behind me in line, and he just like cut in front of all of them. I was like, I don't know this man. I'm walking away. I don't know this man. I'm walking
That's
away.
crazy.
That's a good idea.
That's a great idea. Wow. There were a lot. Yeah, there was
one point. There was one point towards the other night where he went to that one, the short fuse one. I think it was one on.
Yeah. Oh, that was
as he's describing the beer, I'm like, I'm gonna hate this beer.
Oh yeah.
I am gonna absolutely. It's like a sweet. It's like a sour. This and that. I'm like, I heard sour. I'm like, nope. Next thing he said, nope. Next thing he said, nope. Yeah. He pours it. I take a sip. I'm like, nope.
Yeah. The best was Mark.
Peter's like, walk away before you throw it away, Pat. Yeah. Walk away.
Yeah. The best part is Mark was hammered, and he would.
I have a photo.
Mark walked in and he's like, these glasses aren't big enough for this thing. I'm like, you're not gonna say that in 2 hours from now.
He would go and get one. He'd take a sip and he'd toss it. I'm like, Mark, what are you doing? He's like, if I don't like it, life's too short. I'm not gonna keep drinking this garbage. I was like, that's a hell of a way to look at it, because we were just getting up in line, in and out. It was not like the Christmas time where it was like you get stuck in a line for 20 minutes.
Sure.
You gotta tell the Mark story about
I got
at Enjoy.
Which one?
You want to see?
I only know the one that Pierre told me.
You want to see Mark at 3:00 in the morning?
Sure.
So we took a.
This will be on the Instagram later.
There was like some sort of, there was some sort of photo booth at the hang-up against the wall that I've never seen. So
he looks more like Brian with his hair down a little bit.
Yeah. But
I'm trying to think the story of Mark. There were so many Marks. Oh, the bartender.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys. He was livid.
I have a story for you guys. I just thought about that. I did not remember until now. Go ahead.
So Mark and me go up there. Mark's like, I want to get you guys a beer. I'm like, oh, that's great, Mark. Thanks. So we go up there, and Mark's sitting over the counter because it's a little busy. He's sitting over the counter like this, and for the lady, kind of
hunched over,
over the top. Got his credit card out, so it looks a little bit like he's trying to flash money. And bartenders hate that. I get that. I didn't want to say anything to Mark, but Mark, I don't think Mark was. He wasn't like.
No. He was just kind of sitting there, letting him know, like, hey,
yeah.
I am here for a drink.
So one of the guys there, one of the guy bartenders, comes up to him and gently moves him to like back, like, so he's like stood up, and he's like I don't get, why did he do that? Like, he's just like, why would he touch me? I don't get why he touched me. And I'm like, Mark, like, I think because you were leaning over, he's trying to push you over. He's like, no, he shouldn't have touched me. I'm gonna beat his ass.
Mark said this?
Yes. He's like, Mark, I'm gonna punch him in the face. And I'm like, Mark, calm down.
Easy, big fella.
Mark, calm down. He's a bartender. We're fine. Mark was livid, and then he was staring the dude down, and then the guy walked past us.
What bar was this at?
Enjoy.
Oh, really?
There's a guy on the right. The guy was kind of
like goth looking.
Yeah,
kind of punk rocker.
The guy's kind of a douche. Mm-hmm. But so he walked by, and Mark's like, I'm gonna punch him in the face. I'm like, Mark, what is wrong with that?
That's hilarious.
Calm down.
Hey, buddy, what a 5 fingers to the face. What? Bam.
Yeah. Touch me again, bro. Touch me again. I was like, oh,
catch me outside.
So on my lone ride to the hang-up, in the taxi, nice. I get there. Everybody, I'm the last one because I know you guys were able to get one. Reno and Mark or whoever else were able to get one.
We saw the other group like walking the line. I'm like, where's Joe at?
Yeah. So I followed behind, and I don't like to cut. So I'll usually, like, if I'm 3-4 people behind, I'll just stand there, and I'll get in eventually. I ended up standing behind this group, and there was this, I don't know, maybe like 20-something-year-old girl, mid-20s. And my group of friends, like Reno and a couple others, there's that gap in the line.
Where the people live.
Yep, exactly. So they get to
the other... there's a pretty big line there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
Me and Peter
it
got
wasn't
there.
quite
We
to
were
the.
right on the other side of. We got in right on the other side of the doorway.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't quite to the alley yet.
Okay.
Even when I got there.
But I mean,
So-
like normally when you get like that far back, when you get that far back,
Yeah.
it seems like a pretty decent line.
It was.
I think they were holding the line up because it wasn't that super crowded.
I was
Okay.
about to say because you got. Not to mention it kind of just flowed. You
So
just,
like artificially just creating a line to have a line.
Which
Kinda.
Enjoy used to do, and that made it a better place.
Old school Enjoy style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So Reno gets to the other side with his group. I'm on the other side behind some people, and they're like, "Hey, Joe, just come over." And they're, they've got the security guard there in between. He's like, "You're not going," and I was like, "That's fine, no worries. I'll just wait here." There's a girl in front of me. She's like, "I want to go." She's like, "How about I show you my tits?" And I was like,
"Great idea." Excellent idea.
I was like, you know what, guys? I'm gonna stand in line. I don't want to cut. That's not right. That's not fair. Who am I to do this? And the security guy goes, "Oh, you're with them?" I go,
"Nope."
I was like, huh? What? No speaking English. And he goes, "Go ahead." So
Joe's walking backwards the whole time. You can join us, though. You know what to do.
it ended up getting better though because it paid off in dividends. So I get into the bar and I go, "God damn it, Reno! I almost saw a pair of boobies on my birthday. It was incredible." I go, but the weird thing was,
Reno shows you. He goes like,
I go. The lady made such a big deal about her areolas though. She kept saying the word areolas and she doesn't have good areolas. And I was like, that's a weird thing to kind of bring up, especially before you're about to flash it.
Get them pancake nipples.
And yeah, so that started the conversation.
$50.
But then I started talking about this. I was at the end of the bar, like where the stairway is, and then there's that back
we know where you're
corner.
at.
I was there. I got to see 3 sets of boobies, bringing up conversations about areolas.
Compare and contrast.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't. I mean, it was like a. I was like, that's so weird. I never hear about women talking about this, and I go, I got some hairy areolas, making a joke, and then through a series of conversations, I got to see 3 sets of boobs at the end of that bar, including the bartenders, who, very nice lady. She recognized Reno, who hadn't been there in like 2 or 3 years, and
How the hell does she know Reno?
because Reno gets double tequila and cokes wherever he goes, and they're like, "We'll never forget this man."
Fair point.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Joseph.
So I got.
Oh, got to see this many movies. This many movies.
That'll be this, right? 3.
I would like to do a formal complaint.
Formal protest.
I was upstairs in that corner bar for a good half an hour. I didn't see shit.
Yeah, I came over there. It was awkward stuff going in the corner, and I saw no boobies.
I had the guy look like Steph Curry talking to me for a while.
There was a while we were upstairs and we got to see Peter and Pat on the TV, and we just kind of watched that for like 10 minutes, just drinking beers and watching that interaction.
The downstairs or the upstairs?
We were upstairs. You guys were downstairs. We were just watching that. It was really fun.
Spying on Peter and Pat Lynch
Where
downstairs.
was Hamilton at? He was with us down there.
Well, to be fair, like
Peter's just eclipse in
Peter, you just saw above everyone, and then Pat, you walk like a tall man, so you were really commandeering some area there, and so I could only see the 2 of you guys.
Oh, brother!
If Brian was there, I didn't see him.
Hamilton was downstairs.
Dude, Joe didn't tell you this. He went to Griddle 24. Gets
Way
there.
to go, big guy.
I wish I got to eat it.
Oh no!
And so he told me Reno had to, because Reno had to go home, and I'm like, oh, poor Reno. He probably won too many double tequila and cokes, too many boobies, I guess. And he's like, no, he just wanted to go home to his puppy. And I would have killed Reno. I would have.
Well, here's what happened. We get there, and there is a guy who looked like he came out of that movie about the Ravens football player with.
The Blind Side.
The Blind Side.
Oh,
yeah,
never mind, not Ray
just a guy like that. I mean, just a very large dude, very nice, very humble, but just like they had a bouncer at the door of this restaurant.
Oh, okay.
I would have been there once.
Yeah, I had never seen a bouncer there, so I was like, oh, I guess maybe stuff's popping off in this area, which maybe you guys can speak about your story after this. But so we're there, and it's about 6 o'clock in the morning, maybe like 5:30. And I was like, let's just give it 5 minutes. So as we're waiting for 5 minutes, the guy goes, hey, we're good. You guys can come in. And Reno gets a call about his dog. I guess Reno's mom was watching the dog, and she had not gone to bed yet. And she's like, I'm not going to go to bed until you come home. And he's like, well, now I got to go home.
Yeah.
And so it was just this like weird drunken interaction. And so we all just ended up going home, and I didn't get Griddle 24. And I was very sad.
Oh. to get right to the promised land.
Yeah.
So me and Pat actually left in pretty kind of a haste, and I felt bad about it, but we were scanning the Ubers for
the Hoobas
for and Pat was like 97, 103.
It would come going the wrong direction.
Oh, it was getting outrageous.
And I wanted to go home. So
there was that one time when we went out after Bub City and it was like $67, and I'm not taking this. And we went over to Boston.
This was my house, by the way. That was not. The
one was
double trip.
The one was like to like Joe's, I think. It was like literally just to Joe's, and we went to
I remember
Boss
this,
Bar. I have a screenshot. I'm not sure where it's at, but it may be on Snapchat. But like the Uber, like it went from $67 to $213 just to go from Boss Bar to Joe's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, at like 3 o'clock at night. I was like, fuck you.
So me and Joe, me and Pat were like looking. And I'm like, all right, let me just see if I can do something. So I looked at it, it was like $40. I was like, hit it. And then like, I'm like, Pat, I hit it. And then I looked down and I was like, I'm going to go use the washroom. And then it's like, he's arriving. We're like, oh, So
it's a miracle that you're able to get reception down there.
Oh,
we're upstairs this
morning. Oh, okay.
So I hit it and I was like, he's like, we got to go. And I was like, crap, I was going to go to the washroom. And then like everybody else is downstairs. You guys in the corner. Dude's pulling up. So we're like, shit. So we're like, all right, we just gotta go.
Bye.
So we Irish goodbye it, booked it. We get outside. We go to the end of the court. So you take a left out and you go to the end of the street.
Okay.
To the right, caution tape, blue lights, things are popping off over there. Pretty sure somebody probably died. Something's going on over there. So then we're watching Uber. So we're like, crap, they're cutting the street off over there. So we're like, crap, we want to get our Uber so he doesn't get, because what happened to us at the bar in whatever Debonair. Dude just booked it.
And Peter chased him for $6 down.
So
to no avail.
To no avail. So we go this way, and you see 3 or 4 white guys, kind of creeping, like kind of watching, like doing this, like, oh, this is kind of sketchy. Am I gonna get like? Because they're watching other people popping off. They're about to start a shootout, and then Pat just walking. I'm like, what? Like, not a care in the world. There's guys, like, literally.
Pat's like, fuck him, don't care.
Like,
I was looking for the Uber.
Pat, there are people hiding behind cars. I'm not even kidding you. It was so sketchy. And Pat's Larry Lynching it, walking through like he owns the place. And I'm like, Pat, get the over here. And then we see our Uber go that way. I'm like, Pat, let's go. I'm running.
Right in front of the bar, basically.
Again, we had to run all the way back to the bar.
We ran all the way back to where we started.
And got in there.
We just got to go to the bathroom, would have called it a day.
Yes. Oh, it would have been perfect. But it was, so there was a shooting there for sure, and there was a shooting over there.
Or some kind of incident.
Yeah, there were instances.
I'll say by the time we got out of the bar when it was closing, pretty safe. Walked from there to.
I heard that and I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
But so last night, Friday night, Lauren and I are going, dude, we gotta go out to Lincoln Square one of these nights, and like on a Friday night, go grab some beers. They've got a bunch of breweries, nice kind of dive-ish bars with good music, good beer, and it's cheaper. It's a nice little area. And so we went out there for sushi last night, and then we went to this kind of Irish bar. That's where I got the Irish coffee.
Oh, I saw the Snapchat. Yep.
A pinch of sugar in their whip. It's amazing.
Really?
Oh, that's all I'm saying, dude.
Interesting.
And so in their Irish coffee, they actually talk about it, how they put a little bit of sugar in their whipped cream, like the phenomenal, Pat. Phenomenal. Think about it.
Phenomenal.
Tremendous.
Peter knows his coffee.
And
so 2 things you can trust McGraw's on is chips and coffee.
That will be so I did a tasting not last weekend, the weekend before that for the wedding, like to get the menu up. Now, like, you have to have a signature cocktail. I was like, what is a signature cocktail that I would drink for this? And I'm like a Tito's and Sprite. And they're like, no, we'd have that. We have your basic stuff. And they're like, something special for you.
Bourbon
and I was like,
meat.
Well, they have whiskey there,
Jameson.
so they can do
Fireball on the rocks, please.
Fireball and Pepsi mixed together.
They're like, it's gotta be a cocktail. I was like,
fire Pepsi.
I was like, so I just did Irish coffees.
Nice, hell yeah.
So that'll be like the signature cocktail.
I like it.
I'm still thinking bourbon, no ice.
I mean, they'll have that.
No, that's your signature drink.
Oh, that's mine. Yeah. Bourbon, no ice.
So we had a great night.
Chops.
We had a couple.
Bourbon schnapps, yeah.
We had a couple drinks, and we're going home, calling it a night. And I was telling Lauren on the way down, like, Albany Park is nice. It's coming up.
Oh yeah.
But it's still very dangerous.
Yep.
Gotta be real careful. And she was like, I don't know. I don't think about that. I don't know what you're saying. As we're coming back down on Montrose, there's a whole block taped off because there was a shooting just down the block.
Yeah.
I'm like, Lauren, I told you got to be careful. She's like, oh my God, I don't think I've never seen this. And I'm like, but she was living in Lakeview where like every day somebody's getting shot now.
Oh yeah,
it's insane. But again, that's the world we live in, everywhere and anywhere. I don't know what was there, what was going on in, I think it was New York. There was some stuff. I mean, all over the place. The world's kind of crazy. You guys hear about the, not that this is a big, and we don't want to get overly political, but I don't know if you guys had any thoughts on what the Supreme Court's going to do with
Roe v. Wade getting like kind of...
That was a huge thing.
So we go back to the states then.
Where basically 20 states are going to say, hey, yeah, no more abortions. And it's like, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But you know what? Sarah was like, I'm worried about where it could lead to. And I go, I don't mean to be a dick, but it's not something that we'd have to worry about. Not because
I don't know, child support starts at like 20% of your income.
Well, but what I'm trying to say
is
like...
what?
What I'm trying to say is that it's not going to affect the normal, like, everyday, you know, people who have, you know, decent incomes, can afford their stuff. It's for the people who are poor, because if you can't get an abortion, let's say Illinois, which they're not going to, but let's say Illinois was one of the states that banned abortion. You just go a little north. You go to.
Well, how does it work in terms of? Will you?
It's specific to the state.
Can we also put a pin in this real quick? Did you say child support was 20% of your
gross income? 25% of your income. I think.
Oh my God! I'm never having kids. 20%.
That's wild.
I
read
that might be cheaper than actually raising them.
I read the cost of a kid. The average cost to raise a child over the course of its life is $500,000.
So Joe, if you're gonna have 11 kids, that's gonna be a lot of money, man.
But no, it's like it's illegal in the state.
I wasn't sure if you go there and let's say you have a Wisconsin driver's license for, let's say they're one. I'm not sure if they're one states now.
No, yeah.
And you're in Oklahoma County, like, can't do it.
No. Think of it like marijuana.
Yeah, that's what I was
think of it like marijuana.
Think about marijuana.
You know, it's illegal in this state. You cross the border, you can do it in that state.
I always look at it like this. Like, I think it's gonna. When it was illegal, it still happened, and when it's not illegal, it's gonna. When it's legal, it happens. It's gonna happen either way.
That's what everybody's saying. It's a thing where it's not gonna stop the number of abortions. It's gonna stop the number of safe abortions.
And who the hell are you to tell someone what to do with their lives?
Exactly.
That's so
100%.
true. Yeah.
Which is funny because the Republican Party is more about independence.
Yes.
Not
when it comes to religion.
Yeah, I know.
Here's the thing, though.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Where's that separation of church and state?
100%.
Only when you need to separate.
Wait, but my fear on that was, though, they leaked that.
That guy's dissertation
that should not happen. No. That scares me.
Wait, what happened?
His ruling, or I can't remember the exact word.
Like dissertation or like his brief on it was leaked.
Whose was?
Justice Roberts.
No, that wasn't Roberts.
No, it's the guy that took over for Sandra Day O'Connor.
Yeah. Is that the dude who was drinking the new guy?
No, it was not that guy either. It was somebody
like
else.
Some guy with an A, like Al Tanini or something like that. Something weird.
I'm sorry. Okay.
He said I didn't go into the specifics of it. Like
they leaked his brief on it.
Yeah, his brief on it.
And what they were going to do.
Briefs are shared in between the other judges of how they feel that this should be.
Yes.
And it's going to get overturned.
Samuel Alito.
And they that's an issue to me.
That's a real big problem.
Interesting thing about this is the only other time ever in the history of the Supreme Court that there was a leak was for the original Roe v. Wade in 1972. I don't know the exact date.
Really? Okay.
That's the only other time there was ever a leak. It wasn't quite as
it wasn't social media that you knew about 30 seconds later.
Yeah.
That's true.
And that leak was, I think, maybe only a day or several hours before the announcement of the actual declaration that the Supreme Court made. So it was a thing that the newspapers could get it, but then it just kind of got out.
I mean, you can see how this court is becoming more and more political now. Like,
it's
like look when Bush put Roberts up there, and he is a guy that is relatively moderate.
Yeah,
even he's a Republican. He's conservative, but like he looks at issues with unbiased.
It goes both ways. Democrats ran to get that one older guy out.
Yeah,
because they're scared because they know Biden's going to have to go up against Trump again, and Biden doesn't have the capabilities to probably beat him again. And if that guy died, that would be an all conservative Supreme Court.
I get it. But I'm saying
what I love is there's this video compilation of the what is it, 3 judges that got elected in the last year and a half or so, 2 years, and all of them are like, no, Roe v. Wade came up in every single one of their conversations with this, and every single one of them was like, no, I'm not going to overturn. I'm not going to do this. And then boom, 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 all of them.
First chance they get. Bye.
It's ridiculous. It's.
I mean, we got that job security now.
It's so maddening. It's so maddening.
It's pretty ridiculous. There's so much court cases on it, and there's so much precedence that you're just for 60 years they're just going to get rid of it.
Here's how little I know about it though.
Taking us back to the 60s, baby.
I thought once the Supreme Court passed on a judgment,
I like it.
you couldn't go back and change it. And somebody had to explain to me, like, no, they're not quite changing it.
They're challenging it with different ways.
Yeah, they're
going to allow things like different timing. Like, you could only have an abortion one weekend.
This will put it. If it's overturned, it will fully put it back to the states, and that means the states can tell you no, we can't have one.
I read something very interesting. The number of abortions that happened before 13 weeks, 92.7%. The number of abortions after 21 weeks, less than 8%.
How about 8 months? If you're like, I don't want this anymore.
I thought it was pretty. I'm pretty sure it's pretty illegal after the third trimester, right?
Yeah.
It's a joke. Right?
Yeah.
But
I listen. I don't know a lot about stuff, but I'm pretty sure that they made
a very poor, unfunny joke.
A lot of people's arguments are, it's not you can't do this. Like, what's going to happen? Blah, blah, blah. It's like you talk about like when the baby's alive, right? When is the life?
Yeah, when is it formed? That's just,
and it's like, okay, 92% of these are happening before that. Educated, statement of like when a baby is, the lights turn on. Yeah. Yep. And it's like, that's 92%. So you're only talking about 8%. And a majority of those are tied to medical reasons.
There are too many people in this world anyways, let's be honest.
No.
Well, what is it? They also said that
I 100% agree with that.
With this, it will open the door for like the talk of like employers providing benefits for contraception and stuff like that. Like making it.
So Obama made it illegal. Made it I think free for everybody.
And like they're gonna now that's gonna open up arguments for that and everything.
That's a huge thing. It's like they have like mail order birth control that are like not quite birth control, but kind of.
Women always
listen. I'm an uneducated guy, so I'm just gonna use really dumb words. But like they basically have an abortion pill that you can buy.
Yeah, it's called Plan B.
Not. Oh yeah, maybe it's something like that.
Yeah, you got to do it in 48 hours.
It's no. This is longer than that.
Okay.
This is something. My understanding, it's not quite Plan B because that you can just go pick up at a store. But
Viagra.
It's something along the lines like that for maybe a little bit later. Not quite, not more than like a couple months out. But like from the initial inception.
That's okay.
And so that's a huge thing because now governments are the people who want to ban it are like, how can we ban this? Because you can't search someone's mail. And if they mail it in a nondescript box, you can't open it and then say, you can't get this.
Yeah.
So it's like this whole thing now, like, once that happens, how are they going to stop this? Because this is the next thing to be. Yeah. It's just
you're going to be buying birth control on the dark web, guys.
Let's be 100%
Get your
honest.
Bitcoins ready.
The pieces of shit that made this illegal are the same fuckers who are
we're
gonna be
their mistresses getting
exactly. Fucking Gates is a goddamn pedophile.
It's the same thing with like a lot of the.
I'm not sure how Gates and abortion got there, but okay.
He's one of the ones that talked about the women being overeducated.
Oh my
and
God.
Eating ice cream at home.
Yep.
Stupid.
He's an idiot.
Fucking piece of shit.
Dude, this brings me all over the place. I have so many things where I want to go.
Chris is like, I want to excuse myself.
Yeah, I'm not. I chimed in with my little cent on I'm done.
I forgot where
so I don't pay attention to the news anymore.
Yeah, I might have taken it to a spot. Darn it, I had a.
No, that's okay.
I think it's important talk, and
it is definitely, yeah.
I don't know how you feel. I don't really have a one way or the other. I think I leave it up to the woman.
Oh, 100%.
But so that means that you are pro-abortion.
Yes, a pro-choice. I'm pro-choice. It's not my decision.
Yeah,
I don't think the government should have a choice in the matter.
That's it.
At all.
So, and but
especially the fuckers who are making the decisions now.
Yeah, they're
like,
all.
It's
like Orrin Hatch and his 92-year-old ass from Utah that's been like elected like 40 times. Yeah, no, his ass needs to.
Who's the dude who hung himself in jail?
Epstein.
Epstein. Yeah, most of these guys are friends with Epstein anyway.
For a long time.
Yeah. They could have punch cards for the abortions that they.
Talking about that, if you watch any of the John Wayne Gacy stuff. The tapes on
I watched
Netflix.
someone on Peacock before.
Okay, it wasn't much different, but the only crazy part about that one, I'll just bring this up quickly.
Two flats like 6 minutes from here?
Yeah, Norwood Park.
No, there's one in Elston here.
No, but he lived in Norwood.
Yeah, no, but there's one.
We ran into Norwood Park last week.
The place that they think that he had bodies in it, like the multi-unit building, it's like it's right up Elston up here before you get Milwaukee. If you get Milwaukee, you've gone too far.
It was. I always thought it was not. It's not. It's Norwood Park. It's very close.
I thought it was. I thought it was on the other side.
House was
I thought it was 3-4 blocks from my parents' place.
Yeah, his house was right by the LA Fitness over there.
But I think
that's that one. Yeah.
The house they tore down, I believe,
that's the one by LA Fitness.
Yeah. It was very interesting. Like that's something that will never. I truly believe. Actually, it's a weird conversation. Me and Lauren had this, and she's like, that's so crazy. How could this ever happen? And she's like, there's got to be so many like serial killers now. And I'm like, no, Lauren, there aren't. Like, think about it. There's no way for that guy to do what he did. One, there's two reasons. One, because he was doing it to guys. If those would have been young women, he would have been caught way sooner. But because he had 40 complaints against him, but it was against dudes. He was raping guys, so they never took it seriously in the 70s and 80s. The other thing is there are too many cameras now and DNA stuff. They would have caught him red-handed multiple times, and they could have stopped him immediately. But again, it was just a different time. And Lauren's like, what, have you ever thought about this? I was like, no, don't worry about it. I've never thought about,
I would never kill a guy. Yeah. I would never kill a guy.
I don't push people down the stairs.
Yeah.
How's that knee feeling, by the way?
Yeah.
The other thing is, there's a new one up there. It's the Jimmy Salvo, the guy from England.
Yeah, I watched the first one of that one.
I watched the first one yesterday, and he's the Bill Cosby of England, but 10 times worse. From the 55s, from 1955 to like 1995.
I asked Dave if he knew who the guy was when I watched the thing. He's like, oh yeah, the pedophile.
This dude, it's bad. It's so bad. But you're talking about like Epstein and Bill Gates.
Yeah.
This guy, all of it. Like, and they have clips of him. He was he's doing like this charity thing. A guy brings up a woman and says, "Turn around." Yes, bring her back later, and then pushes her away.
How you go to like the hospitals and stuff?
Oh, it's awful. So you gotta. It's so bad, and they all knew that. And the word around the town was that Jimmy liked little girls.
Jesus.
Young girls.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and spin this in a positive light.
Insane.
Sort of like take this in a positive direction. I was watching this YouTube video a couple days ago about the TV show Glee that started in 2009, right? And it was on Fox, public television, blah, 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 blah. Hit show, all this stuff. This guy goes and watches it today, like, what is it, 2022. And he's watching the first episode, the pilot. And in the pilot, there's a guy who is, they kind of allude to sexually molesting students. So he gets fired. And then the new guy... this guy, the main dude who's in the show, becomes the new Glee instructor. But he's like, there's so much wrong with like what was displayed in this show and how they addressed it. He goes, the guy who got accused of sexually assaulting a minor lost his job, and then they turn it around in the same episode, and he goes, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm finally out of that school. I was miserable. It's like, no jail time, no anything else. It's like, even from 2009 to now, the level of, I don't want to use the word woke because sometimes it has a negative connotation, but like the education that we have now, and the education, the understanding, because it just, back in the day, people just disregarded it, didn't care.
It was swept not swept under the rug, but we'll take care of it.
Yeah.
It's not something that's taken care of by the police.
It was
your creepy Uncle Al. Yep. You put him in the closet and you didn't let him come out.
In the last 10, 15 years, it has been an explosion of just understanding for this.
That is the disease.
Terrible stuff that is happening.
And it's a disease that causes more disease.
Castrate.
You can't. That doesn't work.
Even that doesn't work. Yeah, chemical. They.
No. I'm not talking chemical. I'm talking literal.
Yeah. No. But it's a disease that causes more disease. Like most people who do things like that, were unfortunately.
There should just be a country somewhere that they just send all these people to.
Yeah, it's called Australia.
That you lock it.
Our fans in Australia are not going to like that.
I want to escape. I want to escape from New York.
That was the criminal.
I want to escape from New York. I want to build some walls, throw them all in there, have them go nuts.
Long Island, huh?
Yeah.
What about how about this? Instead of the second one where Escape from LA, where they put them on the island, like California gets separated because of earthquakes. We just cut Florida off. Send its ass off into the Caribbean Atlantic Ocean and put all those people there. I think going to have a fun time in Florida because that's what was it? I was watching a clip of Big Mouth and they call it the glory hole of America.
Do you guys, let's keep going down this train. Did you guys see the Dave Chappelle get tackled?
I did.
I heard.
Did you see the photo of the guy getting loaded up into the vet?
The best part was like Chris Rock was also performing at this.
Yeah.
He came on stage.
Yeah.
He goes, I don't know, Will Smith was here tonight.
Yeah.
But no, the second best part was Busta Rhymes and Jamie Foxx jumped on their stage to stomp on the dude.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx is sitting off the side of the stage watching the show.
Wearing a cowboy hat.
Yeah. Just goes over and like lassos the dude down.
Yeah. Jumps on. Look, and then the best part is, because I only heard it. I didn't see the video for him getting tackled. Wasn't available right away. The only thing they had was the dude going into the ambulance. Yeah, his arm is like
totally shattered.
Yeah.
In his face,
his head, one side of his face.
You could tell where his one face was against
face
was against the stage, protected, and the other was this like.
In my opinion, he deserved that because
of course
should have been on stage.
What's even crazier though, like that event is crazy in and of itself. He somehow got in there with a fake gun.
Yeah.
And I think a knife.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
He had a knife.
It was a fake gun that when you pressed it shot into a knife.
Okay.
Like a switchblade.
Got it. Okay.
And no, that's insanely crazy.
I mean, it's crazy that he got into that.
Joe Rogan was talking about this. How is there not any security at the front of the stage?
Yeah.
To see guys getting ready, getting a steam head of steam to get on there.
I mean, every show I've been to, you always see guys.
Oh, right up there.
Right in front of the stage. Maybe not the most limber looking dudes that you going to move like the wind, but there are guys there at least.
Sexy Pepsi was telling me that he's now doing some field work, and all I think about is if a kid got on and Pepsi's holding his pants, trying to grab this dude while not making sense.
I'm telling you, they're gonna.
I would pay to see that so
Pepsi
much.
They would have somebody tackle this guy.
I mean,
they would bring Pepsi out, and Pepsi pants would be all the way down. They'd be like, put those butt cheeks right in his face.
I want to see Pepsi chase the guy down center field. This guy juke Pepsi, his pants fall down, and I will just be like, "This is the greatest day of my life." And then they throw a cup.
You know they don't put that stuff on TV anymore. Though.
I'll be at the game when our season tickets are watching this. That'll be great.
The best part.
You gotta hope that's one of the games that we got.
Yes,
Pepsi would be the last guy to get to him and would fall and the student and hurt him.
Pepsi would be like.
Yeah.
I get him. Don't worry.
Pepsi's full of stuff.
No, Pepsi's the best. He's got some nasal issues. But he went for a run today with Chris, and we're taking a dresser out for the new apartment, and he's sitting up there like this is 15, 20 minutes after the run. He's still like. I'm like, Pepsi, how are you still out of breath?
It's a good oxygen, like a can that you can shoot like oxygen.
He's got like a blockage in his nose. They need to have surgery on to get it removed, so he's having that done. So
on that pretty note, we've got 3 bottles from the Wilderness Trail. We've tried 2 of them. We got 1 that we've not tried. Chris, which one would you like?
The one we haven't tried.
Okay. Pat?
Yeah.
Joseph?
I'm gonna grind my gears.
Are we trying all of these, or are we just trying one?
We're just try one.
I'll do the one that everybody else is doing.
Okay.
Whatever everyone else is doing.
Okay, Pat, give me grind your gear, Bubba.
So, anybody here listen to Q101 at all?
Yeah.
Oh, this week it got renamed Q101.
Yeah, I was at the. So I went to their like.
You went to the concert?
I went to Weezer on Tuesday night.
Oh, really?
Nice.
What do they call that?
The Ahoy, whatever.
The Ahoy concert. Yeah.
So I've never listened to their morning show.
I love it.
Really?
Oh,
it's based because so the doors open at 7. It says 7:00 show. So I'm like, all right, every show is like doors early, 7:00. So you got like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, right? So we get there like 7, a little for 7. So you have a beer, chilling. So you're sitting there playing like a DJ. There was like a Saturday night DJ. There's like playing for a while. He's kicking some good music around.
Yep.
It's filling up.
This is at the Aragon Ballroom.
Ballroom, yeah. Fill it up. And so these jabronis, this morning show, come on at like 8:00.
Yep.
And they have it was like 7:45. They proceeded to go for 45 minutes of the most cringeworthy, awful like videos and like segments I've ever seen in my entire life.
Really?
Like it was awful, just effing awful. Like it is so. People, the crowd are like furiously booing these people. They're like, "Get off the stage! Where the hell is Weezer?" This is, I mean, it is the worst thing I've ever seen as an opening thing. Then they finally get their fucking ass off the stage after they announced it was going back to Q101 at 8:30. Finally get off the stage. And mind you, this set, the set is, there's no opening.
This is like a Tuesday night, isn't it?
Can we put a pin on this real quick? What is going on at Q101 in the morning?
The morning radio station.
This is the morning radio crew.
The 3 people on the morning radio crew come out and they're doing like this
they're
awful, cringeworthy, like fucking like 30 minutes.
Okay, wait, so
they did a 30-minute. Like,
they're going back to what though?
They were KWPX 101.
KQX was the name of the radio station.
Now they're going back to Q101. Even though you called it Q101 for the last hour.
Oh, sorry. I honestly had always thought they were Q101. Okay, hit me.
So we're doing this, right? So then we go. So after having to suffer through 45 minutes, these assholes on stage, and I tell you, I have no respect for any other thing I've ever seen in my life. This was the least entertained I've ever been in my life of anything. And it is hot in this place, and it is boring as fuck. You're waiting for Weezer.
That's a Tuesday night too.
Where was
it?
That's
the thing.
And you're waiting for air. And so finally, these guys get off at 8:30. Like they're like, "Weezer's coming on, guys. We're out of here." And everyone's like, "Fucking aliens!"
They're cheering. They're like, "Oh, you want an encore, Ryan Chevrolet?"
I told Katrina this is gonna be Ryan Chevrolet shit right here again. So what happens then? Weezer doesn't come on for another 30 minutes.
Oh God.
Jeez.
So we sat for an hour and 40 minutes. 45 of those minutes waiting for these assholes to get off the fucking stage and watch their stupid ass videos.
30 minutes for them to get on stage.
Thank God Weezer's a good band, because if they had a shit set list, that would have been a fucking on the news. On
How long did they play?
It played till like 10:30ish.
Okay.
Was that the whole show? Or was it just Weezer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reminds me of Billy Currington when we went and saw it at.
Pierre was telling me about that.
I was telling Katrina, like, Weezer has no idea any of this is going on. They're doing whatever they do before show.
Yeah.
They literally have no.
Billy Currington got destroyed because
they
opened it at 7.
The crowd was really good to him when the Breeze.
No. So the new 99.5 guys came on,
and they lasted like 2 months
because they got booed off at their.
Well, yeah, because
we waited
because these guys should not be on stage. I'm watching this. I'm like, who put these assholes on stage?
Yeah.
They had one point where they were just putting pies in each other's faces. Like, what the fuck am I watching this for?
And Billy Currington came out, and then he got destroyed because he was on there for 40. He did a set of like 45 minutes, hour 15. But people had been there from 6:30 drinking $10 beer night, and they were pissed. They're like,
why? The air gun is like, you get a $13 beer, but $5 an extra shot only, Chris.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen, let's try this Wilderness Trail, bottled in blonde. Bottled in bond. Smells awful. Tastes awful. Oh God. Oh. Not. Nope. Nope.
That one's strong.
Oh. It hurts.
Peter McGraw's gonna take a little nap, guys.
That was. Let's see. Let's read this.
It's not feeling good. Read it, Joe.
50% alcohol.
I need my mommy.
100% proof.
Peter, where's the J-Mo if you want to wash it down with it?
Made from locally sourced grains from an old traditional mash bill of 64% corn, 24% rye, 12% malted barley, copper column distilled from a single fermented batch, are sweet mash process, and put in a barrel at 110 proof. Bottled and bond. It doesn't say for how long.
It's
got to be at least it's got to be like a minimum of 2 years, yeah.
The other one, the one I have is a 6-year one, and that's the higher.
So for anything to be bottled and bond, it has to be at least 2 years? Is that what you're saying?
So.
God, that was garbage.
I thought that was
Wilderness
very mild.
Trail. You can keep this one, the cheap one.
I'll be 100% honest. I thought that was really mild.
I'm gonna agree with Joe. I liked it.
I think.
Here's over here like I want my mommy.
I think what it is.
My chest still hurts.
I think what it is.
Thomas Jackson.
How many?
Hurts my chest.
No.
How many weeks and months have we not had whiskey, and now we're just getting back into
We had
it?
last week.
No, I'm saying like this is the second week.
Joe's right,
this is the second week into it.
You gotta build that tolerance back up, Peter.
That's exactly what I mean. Yeah.
Did you guys see the changes to the fight card tonight?
No.
I only saw that
Donald Cerrone's out.
Oh,
but it's not because of him. I think it's the other.
Yeah, he pulled out with an illness.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Son of a gun.
He also said that when he fought McGregor that he didn't want to come out of his locker room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
He said he was just like his nerves were the best of him or something.
Oh really?
Interesting.
Yeah. And then McGregor beat the crap out of him.
Wow.
Yeah, he did.
That's crazy. He should probably retire.
The last time McGregor looked good.
Yeah. He wants to. He's gonna fight. They're thinking about giving him another title shot.
I mean, he puts asses in seats. Is the only reason why.
Yeah, that is 100% the reason.
He doesn't deserve one. No chance.
That's very true.
Is he going to be is it welterweight or is he going to be down at lightweight? Who knows? Because I know that they were talking.
If anybody,
they were talking him and
if they
Usman.
put him against Usman will kill him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's not.
Just
He can't. He could not
him.
because he can't. Because all you have to do with Conor is take him down.
But, I mean, Usman's way bigger than him.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying all you would do with Conor is take him down.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I mean, Usman would just manhandle him in the clinch too.
Yeah, not good. Who boys?
I feel bad for Olivia. I mean, it's a job to make the weight, but fuck, half a pound, 8 ounces. Come on, baby.
Yeah,
that's rough.
Well, they gave him what? Like he had like a 5-minute warning. They gave him what? Like an extra hour or two.
Yeah, you get the extra. He took it. He still couldn't get down the extra. I mean, that weight.
How exhausted does he have to be?
Oh, he's got. It's got.
He's gonna be miserable for this fight because I'm sure he did everything in his. I'm sure they put an exercise bike in the steam room. Yep. And they're like, you ride that bike.
They put weights on him. And they wrapped him. I'm sure. I mean, that's got to be.
Yeah,
he must have had a brutal weight cut.
It probably was
for you to miss a title weight cut. You know he went through hell to try to make that weight cut.
That's rough.
Joe, you got a lock? You want to think about it?
The Joe C. Lock of the century.
Charles Olivier winning without a belt.
You weren't wrong. This is a fight card from
the early 2000s, 2010s, right?
I was just waiting for Clay Guida to be added to this card.
He's
like
a friend,
baby.
He's a friend of the podcast.
All you need is him and Dominic Cruz in this card, you know.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. But it looks like a pretty good card.
We get Chuck Liddell, Tito.
Yes.
You know.
Nope.
You know who's honestly slowly become one of my favorite fighters to watch, and it's very rare. Is
Michael Chandler?
Rose.
Namajunas.
Yeah, I'm terrible at her last name,
I don't
but
think I said it right.
I really hope the best for her in this fight. But
I'm gonna take.
What do you got to say about this?
She's fought.
You're the best. You're the best.
Oh,
Joe, what do you got to say?
Mike, you're the fucking best. Are you having fucking fun?
Joe, what do you got to say? You're the best, baby. You're the best.
Are you having fucking? This is the same guy from the last fight. How many fighters has he got in this card?
yeah.
I'm gonna bring it down to the male stupidity of this. But if you ever seen Rose with long hair, oh my god, dime piece. Just I'm gonna get weird. She was dime
All
piece.
right.
She wanted to be on that Just Elvis show.
I'm gonna pull a Pat Lynch and bring it negative real quick.
Okay.
Nice.
She's a young lady.
Yep.
Some people are saying she may have been a little she's early 20s now, right? But her boyfriend,
In the early 30s, right?
no, I think
I think Pat's right. I think she's close to the 30s now.
Is he? Okay. Well, regardless,
She is 29 years old. She will
29.
be 30 in June.
Yeah. Her partner, Pat Barry, a little bit of a pedophile, that guy. A little bit of a pedophile. Like grooming, it seems like, because he knew her very young, very, very young, which is sad. But, I mean, they're happy she's older now.
A little weird,
she can
but
make her own
obviously you can pick
decisions.
him well.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Fuck.
Oh,
Good
come on, Pat.
God. So my lock of the... Okay, I have two.
Rose is one. Sorry, before you did. Rose has fought this lady before, correct?
Yeah, and lost.
And lost. Okay.
Yeah,
she was.
They won the.
This is the one that body.
Whatever their title fight is, huh?
This is the one that body slammed her.
No, that was
Well, let me ask this: of the fights, are there any that you guys are excited for?
I was excited for the title. I'm so
the
excited
Chandler
for
fight.
yeah.
The Chandler versus Ferguson fight
that
should
looks
be
good.
it.
Yeah, that should be
Okay,
showstopper.
that's a huge one that I'm excited
I
for.
was looking forward to the Gaethje.
I'm not gonna lie, Shogun Rua was always a fan favorite for me.
I'm still looking forward to the
Yeah.
Gaethje Olivier fight. I think it'll still be good.
I didn't realize that was Shogun Rua that was fighting. On
Oh,
this
yeah.
card. That is crazy.
Blast from the past, baby.
Donald Cerrone in that one would have been, and Joe Lozon. I think that would have been a
Yeah,
good one.
that would have been a good one. That would have been a nice.
That would have been nice, nice opening banger out there.
All right, here's my lock, and then I have another one that I think is gonna win.
The Joe C. Lock.
I gotta make some money because the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, the win.
This is
First $18 in my pocket.
Joe does really good in the MMA ones.
main event. What's that?
So Joe does well in the MMA ones.
Yeah, main event. I'm putting Gaethje as the winner.
He's gonna win his belt.
He's gonna win, and I'm putting. I know Chandler lost his last fight, but I'm gonna put him as the winner against Ferguson.
Oh,
Wow. My lock is Justin, but if you want to go for a two,
You want to go for a parlay?
Yeah.
You want a 2 for 1
You want a nice
On
2
the
for 1.
on the
Joe C. Lock of the century of the week.
nice
MMA edition.
Kentucky Derby. Pat was the winner this year.
Pierre was awful.
I was the least shitty one.
Yeah. You're riding the short bus.
I placed at least.
All right, so we got some yays
Show,
or nays.
sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, the funnest game in all of podcast land.
I don't know if it's the funnest game.
Yay or nay?
Also known as Would You Rather.
I'm gonna go two nays and a yay.
Okay.
I don't know which way yet.
You
As the
First
great-
one.
As the great Chris Brown said, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Thanks, Joe.
Bad joke.
Thanks, Joe. All right.
You Reds?
The great
Or those wings, you angel.
the
Oh boy.
city, the Windy City, has just recently accepted a bid for a casino.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yay!
The lady
Or
friend's pissed
nay.
off about that.
Yay or nay? She would be a nay on your Chicago getting a casino in the Chicagoland region.
Where is it supposed to be?
Chicago and Halston.
It's going to be
Yeah,
the
it's over
Tribune.
by the
Remember the
Tribune.
Oh.
Over by the Groupon building.
Are they gonna bring?
Yeah.
Are they gonna bring that one bar back that has like
Oh,
3
of
layers
course.
and all
Of
that?
I'm gonna go nay.
Nay?
I did not like when we were in Detroit, when we were over in the
Yes.
casino area. I did not like. They say that crime is less and everything. It did not feel like crime was less in
No.
that area. I'm gonna
That's
go nay.
sketchy.
I don't like
That's
the
interesting.
location, so I'm gonna know.
Yeah, just because of the location, that's a weird.
Where do you have a place you'd rather had it been?
Yeah.
Over by McCormick Center, I think.
Inglewood.
Hangge-Uppe?
Let's rejuvenate the area.
Okay, that's hey.
Jobs.
what a guy.
You know what?
Putting jobs in it. We're gonna clean it up. There's gonna be a higher police presence than there's ever been there before.
You want to know?
That's not a bad.
I think a good spot that
Politician Pat Lynch over here.
is the where were they going to put the DePaul basketball court?
It's
Oh,
still,
oh,
but
Lincoln
yeah, they're
Yards.
going to
Still
put
yards.
that would be
Lincoln
an
Yards
awful.
The Lincoln
That would be an
Yards.
awful spot for it.
I think that's a place that they haven't done. Fuck off! I know
They're building the Lincoln Yards right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are they putting there?
A giant, they put a little mini
They're gonna put
city
it,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, throw it in there.
That's not a bad
Build,
idea.
build something more.
Yeah. It's not
I
a bad
did like.
idea.
I trying to remember the other two
I think
spots.
it's
I
a-
remember
the-
McCormick
the-
Center,
it
but I
was
liked
South-
the
it was
the
South.
South Loop one. I liked. I think was the one that.
They were those people who lived down there were really not feeling that.
It's a weird spot to put it.
But I think the best. I like Pat's idea. Pat's idea wasn't bad,
Yes.
but like, if you're gonna choose a spot, put it by McCormick Center. There's not a whole lot of
That's not a bad
residents.
idea either,
There's
yeah.
there's not a whole lot of residents over there. The Bears aren't playing there anymore.
Where's the spot that they were going to put the Olympics?
They were going to put it actually by Soldier Field, Chris. That was
Yeah.
the other
Where
one.
were they
by
going
Soldier.
to put the Olympic Stadium? Put it there.
It's not a bad move
South,
either.
south,
It's
somewhere.
that South by
Seems like
Jackson
there's a lot of
Park.
good options. But I don't know if you guys have seen any of the drawings. It does look really nice.
It does look nice.
Yeah, it'll be a nice
I'm
little
sure it'll be
area.
nice, but it's going to look. To me, that's an odd place for it.
Yeah.
There's nothing around there's that tall. It's going to
Yeah.
stand out like a sore thumb.
It's going to be a weird little spot.
And
It's still very industrial over
It's
there.
going to be it's going to be a bit of a dicey. It's south of where Corvus was, basically. If you go down Halstead past Corvus, it's
Yeah.
on the side.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we got 48 nays on that.
Yeah.
Plus,
Not against it in Chicago.
also I've
No.
never,
the
also,
location
I've
just
never
is
gambled
weird.
in Illinois, really.
No.
Not that I
I'm not a casino guy.
No, I mean there's the one in. Well, I think it's technically
One in
just
Vegas,
Plains.
we'll
There's
throw a
one-
couple dollars on roulette or
Yeah.
blackjack, but I'm not a big fan of losing money.
But the shit. I mean, even the one in Rosemont isn't like a good casino. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like,
Rivers?
It
No.
did display,
Yeah.
and like displaying Rosemont.
The riverboats have been
We
never
were-
too much time like me.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never been to any of those.
Never
We've
been to
been
riverboats. We've been to the rivers one, but like I've never been on the riverboats.
I've been on the riverboats.
Have you?
It's just it's okay.
It doesn't move.
No, it doesn't. You walk up like some
Walk in,
weird
it's
ramp,
like
and,
a-
Oh, yeah.
and
It's
they
like a dock.
smoking it. It smells.
That's the
weird.
whole reason. It has to be on.
Yes, yeah.
on
In the
But
water.
it used to have to. Actually, you used to have to take off.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Bring the,
and
broad,
the-
the bridge
yes.
up.
Yep.
Bring the bridge back down.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was so weird.
So dumb.
Okay, next, yay or nay?
So I've got one of my
Men.
things.
Going to baby showers. This is a new common practice, not seen until the early 2000s.
100% nay.
Yeah.
Joseph has a little experience
Um,
he went one today.
I can think of literally a million things I'd rather do.
It was this one. It actually ended up
What's
being
someone's song? I think I had a million fucking things I'd rather fucking do.
and ended up being a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be. But no,
Okay.
I'm not. I went to
I don't think I'd want to go to any if I was having a kid.
I went to Reno's. Well, you didn't have to back in the day.
No, you
all-
did? Yeah, it was all
yeah.
the women.
It's just not. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I'm gonna go nay on that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see.
I'll buy a present.
We've
I'll
been-
give a
we've-
card.
we've been through
I'll
a
wish
couple,
you the
and I mean,
best.
like-
I don't need a reason to. I guess go to a bar to drink. I don't need to do
Yeah.
Because there's really nothing for the guy. You go there. The reason they're inviting guys now is an extra gift.
Yeah.
Because there's no
Also
reason.
the gift. Just don't let me go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, like when we've gone there, it's grab a plate of food and you leave. You're there hour and a half. It's quicker.
Where did you guys gone to?
We went to Gavin's and Ken's.
Yeah,
you went to Gavin's with
Did
us.
I go to Gavin's too?
You went to Gavin's with us. You went to remember you went to it was way the hell out in freaking Carroll Street.
One of they all blur together.
Yeah.
Every other year we got to go out there or something.
Yeah.
That's where we had to plan his bachelor party or whatever the one year.
We had to plan it,
or they were planning it and I had to be
Oh,
part of
yes.
it and I had to tell you guys. That's where Peter took the picture of me holding
Yeah.
Ken's kid and the kid was crying.
That's a good picture.
Yeah, and then we went to, you didn't go to Ken's one, but me and Peter had to.
What a shame.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thanks, Ken.
Yeah. That was another one. It was like we were in like some weird forest preserve, and it was
over
like,
by the Edgebrook Golf Course.
Where was Gavin's one where you couldn't drink in the forest? Me and Peter were the only ones on earth that didn't know you couldn't drink in the forest.
Oh, that was the birthday party that was way up in like Streamwood, over
They
by
had
Peter's
this
office.
beautiful-
Peter's like, this way some beer. Chris is like, no, there ain't gonna be. Hell yeah, there's gonna be beer in this bitch.
and because like it was this beautiful park that
That's a bummer.
we
had,
sit outside.
You had to sit outside. We ate. They had baseball going on and stuff like that all around, and like little kids, so you couldn't drink there.
No one told me and Peter ahead of time. We would have brought us some, some here
Yes.
bag things on this roll around.
No, I just
Yeah, so there's that's an A for
All
me.
right, 4 names.
Yeah.
You're really making a difficult choice in this one.
All right, so here comes my yay, possibly.
It's possible. I gotta find one real quick here. Don't hate me on this one. I thought I had one, but not.
Yay or nay, hang up tonight.
I'm overboard, nerd.
You know what's crazy? There's so many things going on with like we get into a good conversation, and I'm like, oh, just save it, Peter. Hold the brain, and then as soon as the ability to say it, I lose it. But okay, so actually, this brings up a good point. I'm sorry. I read a really cool article, but so yay or nay, living forever. Would you want to live forever?
Just you?
Okay, so there's opportunities.
Let's add some caveats.
Okay,
to this,
so
specify.
I read an article that some of the biggest companies are putting billions of dollars into longevity and getting rid of death. Like Peter Thiel considers death a something that we don't have to do,
like a disease.
Yeah, like an
It's
absolute
something
disease.
curable.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're putting billions on top of billions of dollars to figure out how to stop aging and death.
I read something like maybe 6 or 7 years ago that they had found a way to stop aging, but it riddled you with cancer. So they're like, all right, just find a cure for cancer, and then you go back and forth, and you'll be fine.
They found something, and they're going to
The
do it.
Earth couldn't sustain it if everybody lived forever.
Well,
That's
I think
very
you'd
true.
have to put population control.
But what tends to happen usually, what the thought,
purge happens.
the
And
thought.
once a year, you just kill some bitches.
No.
God.
The thought is that if you can live forever, you're going to stop having kids.
Yeah.
That's usually
I
like
don't
the
know if I live
idea.
forever for that one to be a problem.
What's it? Oh yeah. Well, you're.
But
yeah.
so they're coming out with a drug that will help your dogs live longer, and if it works on a dog, then they're going to try to transition it to humans to help them live
We'll all be
longer.
long dead before this happens.
No,
I think-
no. I
don't
think it's
think so.
it's going to be in our lifetime, and they're gonna be able to reverse aging, is what they think too.
Yeah.
I don't.
Here's what I would say. Because it's a very specific situation. If I could do it and not everyone could do it, I think I would.
Wait, so you could be like, hey, F you, as like past dying, like, yeah, I'm living forever, bitch.
I mean,
Bye!
not
Chris, bye!
Joe, give him
Not-
the tea bag, like,
not-
here it is, baby, here it is.
not because of like the personal relationships of just outliving everyone, but I feel like once it becomes everyone can do it, it's going to completely change the way the Earth operates, and just like normal day-to-day interactions, and individuals are going to be completely different, as opposed to like if this happened in like somebody randomly 1800 just happened to live forever for the next several. You know what I mean? I would love to do it only because I'd love to see the world
is getting crazy.
Eventually, space, like all that. That would be incredible.
That's a great point, because it would be. Here's my thoughts on it. As long as the mental capacity stays the same, I don't want to look like I'm like right now and be 200 years old but have mush brain.
That's it too. Yeah, right. It's like assuming you're able to remember.
Yeah.
But you got to think, right? Like if that does happen, at some point you just have to keep a journal, because you're so mentally not going to be able to remember everything.
Also,
that
everybody you
happens.
know, everybody you interact with is to be dead.
Yeah.
In your life, but long,
Yeah.
So you're going to be, having to
re-meet.
It's the cost. Eventually, I mean,
You can't even get a person.
Here's that's the other thing. You got to think about it. Your life will you'll never. So like we kind of have like a set plan. You grow up. Your baby.
401k is not going to last.
Yeah.
Forever, right?
Yeah.
Your baby.
Oh God, Chris and the robot tax, Chris. Oh no.
No, so your life would never change.
You'll
You
just
would
be
be
there all day.
Yeah,
Banging out
taxes,
taxes.
I mean,
You got an attorney of taxes.
Just like I'm changing. I'm going nay. I'm going nay.
My personal hell.
But like you, at 200 years old, you'd be like, all right, I need a career change. Like I've done taxes for 150 years. I think it's time to go. I want to go be like a sports writer.
150-year tax season, Chris. How do you feel about that?
That's what I'm saying.
Set the record, baby. Guinness World Record. You can never shut me down.
Become a Renaissance man of sorts. Just good at everything.
Exactly.
That'd be kind of cool.
So yay or nay on living for.
No, because I think at some point it would become unfun because no one you have nothing in common with anybody to live with.
Okay.
I have a hard time talking with like a 20-year-old right now.
Yeah, Pat has a hard time just having a conversation with somebody today. I can't imagine the miserable fuck he would become in 700 years. Yeah, it would be awful for everyone.
That's a hard one.
I also nay Pat living forever.
I hope he's out for me. I'm going to be your death. I'm going to be like, look at his balls.
Jesus.
Every year in Pat or
My
Joe's.
pendulous nads be swinging on your face, Joseph.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, let me go! Let me go!
Not yet.
Pat throws a couple of those live forever pills in his mouth. Oh yeah, you ain't going anywhere.
Mine's already decrepit, baby. It ain't going nowhere.
Another 50 years of this, Joseph. How do you like that?
No. Chris, yay or nay?
I kind of on the same boat as Joe, where I'd like to see where kind of things go, but yeah, if I didn't have like a core group of like people that I knew that were doing it with me, I wouldn't want to do it. It wouldn't be fun.
Yeah, oh man, I think I would do it.
I think I would do it too.
I know
maybe.
eventually
I'd figure out. Eventually, I'd have to figure out a way of just putting myself out of my misery. But
yeah, it wouldn't. I wouldn't be happy at the end of it. But right now, it looks like such a great thing. I don't know how I could say no to it.
Exactly. I'm going for it.
Yeah.
If I could get Chris, let's go. We go all day, baby. We'll figure it out. We'll make some money.
Chris like, now I'm good.
And Chris is like, and for that reason,
I'm out. Then he gets up and just goes shoots himself.
Yeah. Chris, it didn't happen yet. He's dead out of
200 years in.
Chris,
All right.
Bill's not
All right,
real.
I'm done with this. I'm done with this. Piero's great. 200 years with you. We're done. See ya.
Oh, man. All right. Hey, and ladies and gentlemen, that was the greatest game on podcast.
Possibly. Trademarked. Pen pending.
Yay or nay?
AKA, would you rather?
All right. You want to get some feel-good stories when we get out of here?
Sounds
So
good.
we can go watch that UFC.
Yeah, first fight starts in 9 minutes.
Okay. Oh, wow. It's getting late. Okay, we'll do this quick. I actually thought this was a pretty cool article. I read this. A lady was at a garage sale, spent $35.
Oh, I got the Roman bust, right?
Would you let me tell my story?
I saw this one online. I got it.
Would you like to tell the story?
Let the
please?
No, I saw the headline for it.
Okay, so $35 thrift store purchase turns out to be a priceless 2,000-year-old Roman bust. A World War II
Roman what?
Roman bust. So like a
Somebody's
head.
head.
Oh.
Yeah.
So in at World War II in Italy, a U.S. soldier looted a Roman bust and took it back, and then it ended up at some garage sale, and it just went back to Germany to this week. Like the lady bought it, she took it to
Germany or Italy?
Germany.
Why would you go to Germany?
Because they stole it from Germany. Germany stole it from Italy.
It's
but
a
it was,
Roman bust.
Yeah,
So you go to
well,
Italy?
it went to Italy.
Well, Germany's got to return it to Italy
Yeah,
as a
maybe.
peace offering. Or Germany could be like, nana, nana, boo, boo, we got your bust.
Damn Germans. Always causing issues.
Let's see here.
Did she get anything for it, or did she just donate it?
No, she just a sweetheart of like a good person.
Wow.
Priceless. She could have made all the money, Pat.
Because it's priceless.
Priceless.
I would have at that point. I'll be 100% honest. If that were me, I'd be like, buy it back.
I'd auctioned it.
Because at that point it's like, listen, this guy stole it from somewhere in Germany. Germany definitely stole it from somebody else. So pay me.
Finders keepers.
I don't give a shit.
No.
Nana, nana,
Show
boo,
me the
boo.
money.
Yeah.
Jeremy
Stick your
Bond,
head in
baby.
duty.
Show me the money.
This is actually probably one of the coolest stories I've seen is an Irish woman who won $145 million in the lottery has given away half of it to charities and helping like other people out.
Good for her.
Wow.
She's addicted to helping other people.
Nice.
That's
Dick,
awesome.
I like it.
I saw a story this week about a lottery that's not so heartwarming.
Oh, you want to tell us, Beth?
Sure. Some lady her and her nephew bought a lottery ticket that was a winning one. I forget it was somewhere like Iowa or something like that. And so they're showing the picture of them like getting their like each $600,000 check.
And the nephew killed the aunt.
No, but the aunt is like furious as soon as this thing comes down. Like, they give like the one big check and then they give them two like little individual other actual checks, you know. And she's like, "That motherfucker swindled me. I told him if it was the big payout, I wasn't splitting." And then she took him to court and she's gonna sue him for it.
Wow.
For his hat. They said that they think they're gonna settle, but like
Of course.
but like this woman was so hell bent. She's like, "Fuck him. I told him that it was only getting split if it was not the big money. And now it's the big money, and he takes to take my money." Say it.
He says,
Jeez.
That's a real good feel-good story for you right there.
Yes. There is. This is kind of cool. I love seeing older people as we're talking aging. Older people are doing more and more, and they unfortunately after a woman's her husband had passed away. She's 83 years old. She just did her first mud run.
Oh, wow.
And she did it to raise money for clean water for everybody.
"Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Where was this at?
This is, I'll find out right now for you.
Clearwater, Texas."
What do you think, Chris? Clearwater? What do you got? You got a guess?
Is she American?
Somewhere
Of course,
in Michigan.
somewhere in Michigan would be good. I was thinking
I'm
California.
gonna go with
Missouri.
I was about to say not Missouri.
No, that's, I mean, I love that.
Good for her.
I think, I'm like, yep.
All that shows is it's a state of mind.
Oh, 100%.
Everybody talks about, I'm getting
Getting
older.
older,
My back hurts. My
Yes.
leg hurts. My blah, 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 blah. It's like, dude, if you, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's definitely like, sure, that comes into play. But people overhype that so much.
The hangovers hurt a hell of a lot more than you used to.
I was watching a video.
Depends on if you don't do it right,
I was
Pat.
watching a video. There's 35 guys capable of running like a 5.5 minute mile.
Wow.
35 years old. That's incredible.
That is insane. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Was he on Beer Plus?
No. Just
too soon. Too soon.
The ultra marathon runner, whatever the guy was.
Too soon. I reached out to that guy one time, and ladies and gentlemen, we fancy ourselves to be somewhat entrepreneurs
And beer connoisseurs.
and lots of beer connoisseurs, and we were trying to invest in a beer called Beer Plus, and it failed.
And all I got out of it was a whole bathroom tour of Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, nice. And on that beautiful note, Chris.
Pat Lynch went poopy in Detroit. Bye!